Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading. We are going over what do they want to tell you, or what would they tell you if they're 100% honest. This is a viewer requested reading, so I'm excited to do this. If you have a personal suggestion that you'd like me to add to the list, feel free to drop that in the comment section below. So let's get into this. We have 4 piles today. Pile 1 with the card, it's 48. It says wishing well. We have this with this is a onyx heart. It's manipulated to be this color, but very cool. So pile 1. Pile 2, we have 52, magical map shifter. And we have a piece of sodalite, or a sodalite heart, pile 2. Pile 3, we have the card, it's number 36, it says commitment. And we have this rainbow moonstone. Pile 4, we have a card, it's number 45, it says sad embrace. We have the golden obsidian heart for pile 4. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you find yourself torn between 2 piles, sometimes people use the timestamps to help them figure it out, or you can watch more than one pile, totally fine. Maybe your person has a lot to say. You can watch different piles for different people. Totally up to you. So with that said, I will leave these up for a moment if you need more time, or feel free to pause the screen if you need more time. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Just click on your timestamp and it'll take you right to your spot in the reading. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you at your pile. Bye. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. You picked the this onyx here, heart, and the card number 48. This is the wishing well. This card is all about desire. So we are going over what your person would say if they were honest, if they're 100% honest with you. It doesn't mean they're dishonest, but you know, holding back, you know, what they haven't said, like the things that have not been said yet. With this card, your person could feel an immense amount of desire for you. This card is also about kind of having an aha moment to the magic that's in life. This person could have recently had some realizations about how magical you are, how magical this connection is, how kind of lucky they are to have had you in their life. We think of wishing wells and think about throwing money into something and hoping your wish comes true. So this person could have a untold wish about you, a wish about your connection. In the description of this card, it also talks about maybe recognizing a soulmate, realizing that you want to have a baby or a future, that kind of stuff. So those are some things that your person may be wanting to say, but hasn't been able to say for whatever reason. We'll get into the tarot to get more in depth with that, but that's kind of where we're starting off with this card. I love all the yellow. Makes me feel like this person's very connected to you in a feeling kind of way. This is very solar plexus chakra. Also, you could be kind of like sunshine in this person's life. Now, we do have this mask kind of floating up, so this person may feel like, I want to take my mask off with you. I want to express these things to you, but with the mask being here, and again, we're looking into what they haven't said, they could feel like they have to, for some reason, hide behind a mask or not be fully honest here. So it might be something that they feel like they have to do. All right, so let's get into the tarot. I hope everyone's doing well. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, don't forget to engage with this video, because it really does help me out. Like, comment, even if it's just an emoji. Let me know where you're from. Since this is a viewer requested, if you have your a request for a video, feel free to drop that in the description or drop that in the comment section as well. All right, pile one. What does the person want to tell them? They're being 100% honest. What do they want to tell them? We have a Four of Swords. Okay. The High Priestess. Person definitely feels like, you know, with this card being about desire and magic and having realizations about this, and with the High Priestess showing up, this person, you know, definitely feels connected to you. I will dive deep into all of these once we kind of clarify them, but there's some healing going on here too. But let me keep moving and then I'll jump into all this. All right, let's see. What does this person, what would they say if they're 100% honest? Three of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lover's card. Again, goes back to that description of recognizing a soulmate. All right, let's see. With the Devil in reverse. We have the Five of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse. The Magician in reverse. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Pile one. What would they say if they're completely honest? I think this person wants you to know, and maybe they haven't been able to be open about this, is that they are healing from a lot of stuff. They could still be in a little bit of denial about their own shortcomings, their own toxic traits, with the Devil being in reverse here. But this also can be someone letting go of old toxic ways. And again, the Four of Swords is a card of inaction. It's a card of contemplation. It's one of our healing cards. And this person does feel like they've tried to detach from their heart a little bit, especially in this exact representation. We do have this heart that's been pulled outside of this person. It's on a string, it's still connected, but it does have a big scar that is healing here. So either this connection could have caused this person a lot of pain and they're healing from what has happened in your guys' connection, or this person could just be healing from some toxicity in their life. That could be with relationships, that could be with just toxic traits, that could be with addictions. For some of them, I don't know if I've already mentioned this is the Capricorn card, so I want to give a nod to that. There's kind of this message that's coming in about, like, I want you to understand that everything that I've been through, everything that we've been through, I am working on healing myself. I am letting things go. I want you to know that I am trying. I am, even in my silent times, mostly in my silent times, I am working through and self-reflecting, because this is a card of contemplation, and they could be contemplating where they fell short in this connection, where they fall short in things in general, where they recognize where they need to do better. But it feels safer for them to keep this to themselves, because it's more healing, or as they're processing all these things and healing and working through this, they're just kind of quiet about what's going on. All right, the High Priestess here. And I already talked about this person feeling very connected with you. This person feeling like there's something special to this connection, very intuitive, kind of spiritual. I do think that this person does fight that, though. We do have this Five of Swords. You know, so there could have been a recent falling out for some of you. This is a general reading, so take this for how it fits. But it's almost like this person, in this card, this is the After Tarot. So he's holding up this one sword. So the Five of Swords is about a fight that no one really wins, right? Even though he feels victorious, but he's holding up this sword of truth. So there could be like this realization around like the truth will set me free. You may have told this person, sorry, I said he, it doesn't matter on gender. Sorry, just thinking about this little dude here. That this person has realized that, you know, their role in this. And if they're being really honest, it's like, I feel like as much as they don't want to admit it, they know that they're the reason that some issues are here. And again, I think that's what this person's trying to work on and trying to heal through. And then there's this vibe about, I know you know, I know that you know, kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. Some of you could be extremely intuitive. This person may have been in denial about that, or been like, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. No, you're wrong. It kind of feels like you knew some stuff about this person, and maybe you called them out, and they were like, no. Like, no, like, you're wrong, all this stuff, but yet this person's kind of having this realizations by holding up this one sword of truth that, okay, you were right. I was wrong, you were right. I might have been in denial. I might have won this side by not admitting to you, but yet I know that you're right. I know that's very specific, but I have a feeling that you guys, those that message is for, will exactly know what that's about. Okay, so we have this Three of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. The Three of Pentacles is about wanting to build something together. The Page of Wands would typically be a little more immature energy. This guy's actually walking away from this girl, kind of sad with his little wand here, but it's in reverse. So it's like this person's like, I don't want to come in, I don't want to build something on like flirting. I don't want to build something on just physical hookups. I don't want that. I want to build something solid, something real here with you. We do have two girls and a guy here. Some of you, there may be some sort of third party. I won't ignore that, but that's this card again is about building together. Some of you may be are in a same-sex kind of connection as well. Traditionally, this card is seen like, it looks like there's two people in a church, like possibly getting married. But this is about building towards the future, growing together, collaborating. So if this person, whatever has caused you to be here, to end up in this reading, curious about what they really want to say, it's like I realize that my old ways, if this person had player tendencies or non-committal energy, like recognizing that I have to let that go in order to build. Again, for whatever reason, they don't feel like they can tell you this yet, but they recognize it and they realize this. Like their old ways aren't getting them to where they actually want to be. So we have this Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Magician in reverse. So something else this person wants you to know is that they do prefer to take this slow, but this is because they do lack self-confidence. The Magician is typically a very empowering energy. It's someone that feels like they can manifest, that they got the whole world in their hands, and they can get anything that they want. With it being reverse, it's like this person is having a hard time recognizing their own power. Sometimes they feel a little powerless, so that makes them move very slowly and makes them feel very cautious. Now, our Knight of Pentacles is one of the more dependable knights. He is tried and true. He's slow, but slow and steady wins the race kind of vibe. But this person is having a hard time figuring out how to move forward, and is, if your person in the past was untrustworthy, which some of this energy is coming up that way, this person, could recognize that they can't proceed forward with old ways, but they're not quite sure how to get forward. Like, I don't quite know how to move forward. I'm taking it really slow because I don't quite know what I'm doing here. This person may have, your person probably isn't the best at relationships, isn't the best at communication, but is recognizing that, but doesn't quite figure out how to fix that. I feel like if they were honest about that, it might relieve a lot of tension in their connections. If they could just be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done this before. I'm not the best at this. Let's figure this out. Though, again, in this reading, this is something that they can't quite say. So recognizing that this person has a hard time empowering themselves to make things happen is the reason that they kind of like almost drag their feet a little bit here. So with the Lovers being here, oh, and then we have, oh, I love this. We have the Nine of Cups, which is that wish fulfilled energy here. I really think that this person looks at you very highly. They see you as very compatible. It is clarified by the Queen of Wands. I feel like this person is lacking confidence in what you see in them. If you see them this way, they don't quite understand that. The Queen of Wands, you know, she's very confident, she's powerful, she's passionate, she's creative. It being in reverse does make me feel like this person has lost their confidence in this connection. Maybe they've done some things that they are afraid that you've lost your confidence in them, but they still think of you as a very, like, a wish fulfilled and a beautiful counterpart to them. We do have this, the Three of Swords here, which we know is, or most of you know, is a card of heartache. You know, it's kind of interesting how we kind of started off this reading with the Four of Swords, which is the card after this, you know, and it's this card kind of healing itself. So this person wants you to know they're still working through that. They're working through healing themselves. They're working through their confidence. They're trying to figure out what they're doing in their next steps forward. But I think that they want to appear confident. And that's why it's this person is having a hard time being vulnerable and openly vulnerable. But I have a feeling that you guys already know this. There's this vibe of you see right through them. In this High Priestess, you can kind of see, like, her eyes are shut, but you can still see eyes through here. So it's like, I see through you. I see through the walls you put up. I see through your own trauma. I see why you do the things that you do. And there's also a vibe here, though, that this person doesn't necessarily, and this is going to sound weird, doesn't honestly want you to be so forgiving of them. There's a vibe of, if you have put yourself on the back burner to try to help this person, like, you, again, if you're very empathic, you recognize their wounds and all this stuff, and you're overly forgiving of them, it's almost like they need the energy of someone that's a little bit harder on them. And there's a part of them that wants to say, no, I want you to hold my feet to the fire. I want you to make me answer for the things that I'm not sure, if I'm not showing up in my best self, I kind of want you to call me out on that. And again, I think that you have, but it's like, stand true in that power. Okay, I'm gonna pull some more. What is this person? What do they want to say if they're being completely honest? Okay, we have two cards that came out. We have Have Faith. So this person wants you to know that they do have faith in this connection and things working out. And this is an unseen blessing. So if you guys, again, there's some sort of friction here that's caused you to end up here, they do see it as an unseen blessing. They realize that kind of, if there's a break, if there was a disconnect of something, it had purpose, and they do have faith that this will kind of, the healing needed to be happening. Like, if things didn't happen the way that they did, they wouldn't be working on their shortcomings. Sorry for that glare. We're just gonna have to have it. My apologies. I'll let you guys see the card. That's what's being glared out. It says Unseen Blessings. So they have faith that this is all working out as it should. Another thing with this card, it talks about releasing control. It's kind of like very let go, let God kind of energy, or however you want to phrase it, like giving it over to the universe. So this person, I think, has realized that, however this is playing out, it needed to happen. So maybe not the hurt, but how things are going now, it has a purpose to it. Okay, what would they say if they're 100% honest? know that they are still really stubborn. Because, you know, this is kind of like you're right. But this no, yeah, and this girl with the crossed arms, this person is still really stubborn. So that's why I don't give in to this person. That kind of just feels like, I mean, take that or leave that, but it, you know. And it's also, they may want, like, yeah, this kind of feels like they want you to say no, you know? Like if they have a tendency to kind of schmooze you or charm you, like stand your ground, have some boundaries. They want you to have these boundaries. They want you to, like, I know that sounds so weird. I mean, I think it'll make sense to some of you. But it's like, please be a challenge almost. I think this person does like working for things. This is Knight of Pentacles energy, is Three of Pentacles. This is like building towards things. Okay, let's see. What else does this person want to say? What would they say if they're 100% honest? Stand your ground. Yep, that keeps coming up. This person wants you to stand your ground. They don't want you to give in so easily. Release and surrender. So if you have a tendency to try to control things, or, you know, there's standing your ground, but then there's like controlling or being obsessive about something. Those are two different things. You know, own your own authenticity, own what you need, and stand your truth, right? But don't try to control the situation with that. So this person does want you to release and surrender to this. And they also want you to know that they are just like kind of going with the flow. Okay, let's see. What would they say if they were... Okay. Fears and anxieties. Yeah, this person would let you know more about their fears. They have a lot of them. They have fear and anxiety really grips them, makes them that they're lacking confidence here. With the Queen of Wands being in reverse and that Magician, this person, like their fears and anxieties like get the best of them. And it does say set in. So they, you know, depending on what's your situation, like something that they would tell you, they would be honest about, okay, like this has gotten the best of me. I'm really anxious about the situation and I have a lot of fears around it. And then we have setting clear boundaries. That's come up again and again. I mean, I don't know how many times we can get that message, guys. So I hope for those that it's meant for, that really clicks. Okay, we have karma is at work here. I love this picture of the horseshoe. And then you are my lifeline and I can't lose you. So again, things are working out as they should. There's this vibe about like, I understand why everything's happening. I might not like it. I might have fears and anxiety around this, but karma's at work here. So if you feel like guided to intuitively, again, you guys need to make sure always tapping into your intuition because you're extremely gifted here. That's part of your karmic lesson. So I feel like both of you guys have them, but this person's recognizing that what's happening, how things are playing out, they have faith that this is an unseen blessing, that karma is working out and you're working through stuff and you're growing. But they do want you to know that you are their lifeline and they don't want to lose you. All right, let's kind of get some... I'll start here and then I'll move into some message cards and then we'll do some songs and then I'll do confirmations too. If you, I'll pull some letters and attributes if you want help knowing if you're in the right spot. So let's see, what else would they want you to know? I'm afraid to contact you. This is probably what their fears and anxieties around are, contacting you or being open first or being the first to open up. They have anxieties around that. You take my breath away. Again, we have this, you are my lifeline, I can't lose you. You take my breath away. If they were able to tell you, this person, yeah, has a massive, like a hard time being not decisive, sorry, I'm looking at this next card, of being open and vulnerable. With the Lovers here, I forgot to give a nod to Gemini, so I don't know why that just hit me. But I also think about Gemini and choices. So this person could be trying to make some sort of choice. And we did have decision pop up here. I think I may have spelled that wrong on this card, but here we are. I'm really drawn into the fact that I know this is a Gemini card, but there is a bow and arrow, which gives me Sagittarius vibes here. So some of you, there may be like a Gemini-Sagittarius connection. Anyways, but this person is trying to make decisions on what to do. They're still having a hard time being empowered with them, but it's like this person is trying to release and surrender. And destiny, they do feel like this is a destined connection. They feel very connected to you. Again, that's kind of karma though, you know. Karma are lessons, or things that we signed up for, or we came here to learn or work through, possibly from this life or past lives, depending on your beliefs. But this is destined. They do see it that way. Like they were meant to meet you. Regardless of what happens between the two of you guys, this person definitely feels like I was meant to meet you. You're one of my soul family, soulmate, soul label, insert here. Whatever you want to go with. But there's like this feeling of like, we're connected. We have the High Priestess. There's just an intuition here. We're connected. There's destiny at work, at play. Please smile. This person wants you to be happy. You know, that's that they do. Regardless of that, it kind of is a vibe. If they can't have you, it's not like if they can't have you, no one can. It's like this person feels like they are growing and healing, that their jealousy is turning into unconditional love, you know, kind of vibe. It's like, if we're not together, I still want you to be happy. You deserve happiness. And I want you to smile, and I want you to do the things that make you smile. All right, let's see. Let's get out some Untold Truth Oracle, since we're doing a kind of a Untold Truths reading. All right, what does this person want to say? I lost myself for a little while. In losing themselves, I do feel like that's where like that Four of Swords, you know, energy is kind of coming in with the Devil in reverse. It's like they're realizing, you know, through this lost self, they can find themselves again. Okay. All right, we have a bunch that popped out, but let's just take them. Just being near you is intoxicating. So just being around you is very like life-giving to this person. We have your intellect arouses me. So they're very turned on by your mind and how you think, how you view the world. I don't want to let you go. That's come up twice. I can't get enough of you. And I have trouble with intimacy. So again, I have trouble opening up. I have trouble letting people in. I have trouble being vulnerable. But I feel like for some of you, this person at one time is like, oh no, I'm like an open book. I have nothing to hide. I'm honest, but really it's their surface. It's like on the surface. I'll tell you anything you want to know about surface. I'll tell you about my life, but I'm not going to tell you how I really feel about it or how it affected me. I feel like that's where this person has a hard time. I feel like they're open with just sharing the surface level, but if you want to get deep with this person, that's where they kind of clench up and be like, ah. But I also think this person has a hard time doing that with just themselves. And that maybe the shift that this person is having is to getting more self-aware, more self-reflective. And it's kind of feeling like that's what the unseen blessing here. I find you so attractive. They might be worried that you don't find them attractive with this Queen of Wands. They find you attractive. If you all are lacking confidence in yourself, if you have a tendency to like, you know, self-deprecate around them, it's something that they actually don't like. They want you to be confident. They want you to stand in your power. They find that intriguing. You know, they want you to realize that you're outside. I think a lot of you guys realize how amazing you are on the inside, but you need to recognize that you're just as amazing on the outside as well. This person, again, finds you so attractive. And I mean, being around you is intoxicating. They can't get enough of you. Maybe there was a little obsession going on with that Devil in reverse, you know, and that kind of vibe. You didn't see my tears. So this person definitely held back how upsetting this was, or how upsetting things have been. Or if, again, whatever that fight was, disagreement, could be big or small. It did really affect them. And they held that back. They held that to themselves. All right, let's see. I'm gonna pull some song cards. I'm still adding the songs that you guys suggest. So if you have a song suggestion, please throw that in the comments. So with these song cards, if you know them, awesome. If you don't, there'll be a message in the lyrics if you feel free, or if you feel inclined to look them up. So let's see, song cards. We have No Other Way by Jack Johnson. There is no other. All right, I won't sing, sorry. Sound like a cat in heat. All right, we have Dig by Incubus. We have I'll Stand By You by The Pretenders. Pull one or two more songs for pile one. What does a person want to say with a song? Kitsune by Gunship. I have no idea. That was viewer requested. Well, most of these were. I just know them. But all right, let's do one more. Okay, there's a lot. Guess we'll take 3 Libras. So some of you guys, there could be a Libra connection by A Perfect Circle. That's that's one of my all-time favorite songs. It's very sad. I will tell you that right now. So if you guys want to look these up, feel free to go ahead and do a screenshot. And then after the reading, you can look them up. Some people do say that they make little playlists out of them and kind of listen to them all and kind of get a lot of messages that way, which I thought was pretty cool. So, all right, there is that. Let's move into some confirmation. So if you need extra confirmation, feel free to stick around, and I'll also be doing advice for you. It could be about the situation, just whatever advice Spirit wants to share. I decided to add that because I've been asked that a lot recently as well, to add advice at the end. As always, thank you guys for being here. Again, if you feel like you need a little extra confirmation, I'm doing that next. So let's see here. Got a little bored this time. All right, let's get some zodiac signs coming in. For those who need extra confirmation, can we please provide that for them? That is the goal that I'm setting. This could be you or them. So we have the second house, so Taurus energy showing up. This could be someone that you have worked with, that you know through work. The second house also involves income in your day-to-day vibes here. And then we have Aries, or the first house. So if you know this person's chart, they also could be a first house sun, something like that, or a second house sun. All right, let's see. For those that need confirmation, can you please provide that for them? We have intriguing, loner. They're an intriguing loner that is well-rounded. Okay. Let's get some more attributes for those that need extra confirmation, if this is their person. All right. Let's get some bigger letters. So this could be your initials or their initials. Some of you guys say their pupil's total name pops out, which I think is pretty cool. All right. All right, so we have friends. So you may have friends in common. You may have started off as friends in the same friend circle. We have the desert could be prominent. We have Libra. We have Asia, number 4, so Cancer or 4th house, someone that you know that lives close to you, something involved with the home. Someone could work on like home renovations. We have the 9th house, so Sagittarius. I already talked about that there. We have a 5 of Cups. So there is a lot of sadness and regret involved with this person. Or they could have had a really hard past that they have a hard time getting past sometimes. We have the heart chakra. So you or this person, one of you guys, could be very heart-led, where you follow your heart. All right, so letters. We have L, E, Y, C, L, so double letters, T, G, F, V, and J. Levy. I don't even know if that's how you spell levies. I don't think so. TG, if we had an I, it'd be TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Leg. Someone could have really nice legs. I don't know. There's a bunch of different things we can make with that, but I'll kind of hold these up so you guys can kind of see a little better. But those are your confirmations for those who needed it. All right. Actually, I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to move on to, if you guys want to stick around for some advice. What is your advice? All right, let's see. Advice for pile 1. What is their advice, please? What is the advice for this situation or others? What is the advice here for pile 1? All right, we have beware of what you are projecting. For qualities you admire and another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Okay, so keeping that in mind. Only time will tell. So it does feel like the advice here is that this is a timing thing. It should play out as it needs to. I will say with this, and this comes up a lot in personal readings, and my guides are very adamant about this. If you feel like this person's very special in your life, that's completely fine. Never hold yourself back for somebody else though. You hold space in their heart, or hold space in your heart for them. You can continue to follow your light, follow where you need to go, and allow them to catch up with you. You will never regret that. If you continue to move forward with what you need to do, and this person has their realizations, all stuff, and they come meet you where you're at, awesome. And you know, with the way that this came up, I feel like this person really does want you to do your own thing, set your boundaries, that kind of stuff. But because this is a timing thing, it'll be fine. Just continue to do what you need to do for you, and you'll never regret it. Let them catch up to you. Just keep following your spark, following your light forward. Again, especially with you guys having this high priestess, your soul calls to you all the time. You have to choose to listen. And where is your soul pulling you? You know, if your soul is saying this person is the right person for me, this is my divine counterpart, I don't want to let go of that, that's fine. But don't hold yourself back while they figure their stuff out. Just continue to do your thing. Hold your knowledge, hold what you know is true for you, and just go forward and allow them to catch up with you. All right. Okay, so let's see. From our Listen Be cards, let's see what else we have. All right. You are not one thing. You are a million amazing things. So this is something you guys need to remember. You're not just one thing. You're not like a small thing. You are a multitude of things. You're multifaceted, you know, expand in all directions, guys. You know, like the world is your oyster kind of vibe here. But really seeing yourself, like if you are also lacking confidence, we did talk about, you know, qualities in another, even the ones we don't like, sometimes are a reflection of our own. If I was talking about like this person may have some self-confidence, but if it's you, you need to realize how amazing you are, pile 1. Like you're not just one little thing. You're like a bajillion things. I'm not even going to say million. I'm going to say bajillion. I know that's not a word, but we're doing it. So, but you have to choose to see yourself, and it starts with how you view yourself. That's where those boundaries come in. Don't allow people to do to you what you don't want, because human nature is people will do what they can get away with sometimes. You know, other people have morals, integrity, but I'm just saying, like, baseline human nature, not countering like the stuff that we think in morals, is people will do what they're allowed, and people will do what they can, you know. And we have that imprinted from a long time ago to keep us alive and safe, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's see what else. What is it? Guidance for pile 1. And if you don't like these guidance sections, you don't have to watch, totally fine. But also, I don't need that a comment about it. Anyways, all right. It says, give yourself the same love you pour into the world. So if you have been so giving, so honoring, so beautiful to this person, make sure you're also saving that for yourself. If you have a tendency to give, you know, pour into yourself, man. Like, you recentering your life around you is kind of that thing I was talking about, where following your light. You're never going to regret putting yourself first, or at least putting yourself alongside of everything else that's important to you. You should be just as important. You should be on your priority list as much as you can be. I know that life, especially if you're a parent, have kids and stuff, I get it. We get squeak back, but you can put yourself in that top 5 at least, you know, and making yourself, like, giving just as much as you give to others. Make sure you're pouring into yourself, because, you know, doing something from a depleted cup, you know, it just leaves you feeling empty. Okay. Let's see, one last thing, advice for pile 1. Okay, we got 2. Let's see what we have. We have surrender to prayer. It says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard through the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So you're being reminded that you can give this over. You can ask your angels, your guides, the universe, however you view it. The void of nothingness, if you will, if that's your belief. But setting intentions is scientifically proven. Anyways, but ask for assistance. Give that over, and, you know, pray from your heart and what you need, and with a grateful place, and then support will arrive. And then you also have surrender your attachment to results. It says a formula for success is to do all you can do to make it happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to the desired outcome can sabotage it. Sometimes the universe has something better in store than we could even plan for ourselves. And if we're so busy going, it can only work out this way, you're missing it, or you're blocking yourself. You're so focused on the turnout to be this one thing. And if you believe in manifestation and all that stuff, and if you're so focused of it only will work if it turns out that way, and the universe is like, I have this bigger, better thing for you, but you're blocking it from coming in because you're so fixated on only working out one way. So do the work, all the things to make things happen, but then release, like, how it needs to play out or how it needs to come in, and allow the universe to surprise you a little bit. Okay. All right, pile 1, there is your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a good one. Bye. Hello, my lovely friends from pile 2. So we are going over, what would they say if they were completely honest? If they were, open and honest and able to tell you whatever, what would they say? This was a viewer requested video, so if you have a request for a specific type of video, feel free to drop that into the comment section and I will add it to my list. So you guys were drawn to pile 2, so we have this sodalite heart here. And this card is number 52. It says a magical map shifter. So we have a lot of compasses here. We have a clock. I'm not sure. Type of flower in her hand. I don't know. It's very interesting looking. So when it comes to this card is it's about people that come into your life to make an impact, to help change things, to help shift the course of your future, where you're going, those kinds of things. So you want to, like, pay attention to these people. We have a key here as well. But so with this being, like, what would your person want to tell you if they could? Like you're life changing. You've changed their life. This is seen as a positive thing in this card. So you've changed their life for the better. You might have helped shift where this person was going. It's very transformative energy of this card. So that would be something that your person would want to say if they could. Why they don't want to tell you that, I'm not quite sure. We'll kind of see what comes up in the cards. But this is like someone that, like, feels very deeply impacted by you and your presence. Okay, so let's see. As always, thank you guys for spending your time with me. If you're returning, don't forget to interact with this video. It really does help me out in YouTube land. Either liking, comment, share this with somebody, something like that. All right, pile 2. If they were completely honest, what would they say? If they were completely honest. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. very similar to this. This is, you've changed my life. You've come in, I felt like this is destiny. I was meant to know you. You've shifted my path. Those kinds of things. All right, let's see. If they were honest, they could. Okay, we have an 8 of Swords. They would tell you how much, so the 8 of Swords is limiting beliefs. It's kind of being stuck in your head. If you can see in this imagery, we have this girl, there's nothing around her, but in the image, in what she sees in the mirror, she's all tied up and bound and can't see, and you know, there's outside forces kind of tying things. So, but this is about perception. So you're only trapped by your own mind. So this person would let you know how much they do feel kind of stuck, either by their thoughts, the circumstance, not knowing how to shift things, even though you've come in and shifted things, but there's something going on. We're going to clarify all these, but something going on, and this person would let you know how they can't quite see past their current situation. We have a 7 of Cups. This is wishful thinking. This is kind of weighing out options, thinking a lot about things, daydreaming, fantasizing. So this person, you know, if they were honest, they would let you know how much they really think about this, how much they kind of go through their head and think about these different things. And our cups are our emotions. We do have a snake here, so I'm not sure how that relates for some of you. This is a general reading, but I feel like that's important for somebody out there. This person, you know, if they were honest, they would let you know how much you're on their mind. You know, these 2 cards are very much being heavily in thoughts and trying to figure things out. Okay, they're completely honest. We have the Justice card popping out here. So this is the Libra card. I want to clarify that a little bit more before I go down that rabbit hole. Overall energy, we have the Death card, another card of transformation, of death and rebirth. Depending on your situation with this person, there could be something, if they were honest, they would let you know that if there's been an ending, that they want a rebirth, that they want a renewal of this energy. The Justice here, you know, this is about being fair. This is about being balanced. This is like weighing things out. I think that this person is really, really heavily thinking about you. You really are on their mind a lot, and they possibly are trying to figure out how to shift things in their favor, how to shift things moving, and or possibly be, you know, be all the changes that you've brought. Like, you may be a very good example to this person, because this opening card again is about impacting someone's life. And so now this person is kind of trying to figure out how they can change. Can they change? This would be self-doubts as well, and kind of really trying to figure this out, how to balance, how to be fair, how to honor you. This is like a very honoring version of the Justice card, which again is about truth. It's about honesty. And they may recognize how much they do need to change here. All right, let's get some more. Pile 2. Pile 2. If this person was honest, what would they say? Can we clarify this wheel? This person was being 100% honest and open. All right. If this person was being honest, we have the Moon that came out in reverse. They have the 4 of Cups. This is the after tarot, so this is kind of moments after. This person is actually spilling stuff out. So it kind of feels like this person, again, if you guys are in some sort of disconnect or something, a mishap has happened, I feel like this person is realizing that it was their fault. You know, they may have not picked up this love, and it might have been around being seen and their fears around it. But it kind of like has this feeling of like, yes, it was my fault vibe that's coming up with this. and possibly that I made a mistake here. All right, let's see. Can we clarify this Eight of Swords? Eight of Swords. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Swords clarified by a Ten of Pentacles and what they would want to say if they're honest, I feel like this person has a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-worth issues. They kind of feel like they're like in the wrong place, as in like this, in this picture we have this, you know, these people are turned away and we have this big thing of money, and this person's kind of, this kid is kind of stealing the money or taking the money with them behind their backs. So there could be a feeling of this person feels like it's coming in as like imposter syndrome, like this person may not feel like they're good enough for you. And you're a very impactful energy, that this person sees you and views you as just very angelic. It's kind of how it's coming in, like very ethereal. And so this person, it may make this person feel like they just aren't good enough. They don't have the value that they have. They feel like they're stealing something. That may, if there was rejection, that might be what this rejection was about. Sorry for the glare. Can't help it. It's the only way we can have some lights in here. So yeah, okay. Let me clarify the Seven of Cups, the Fool. I'm going to just clarify the rest of these, and then we'll get into this. Clarify Justice, King of Pentacles in reversed, and then bottom of the deck, we have that Six of Pentacles in reverse. I need a sip of my drink. Okay, if your person was honest, 100% honest, open, yeah, this person definitely feels like I'm not quite good enough. I reject things because, you know, I don't want to deal with my fears. But there's also this feeling of like, if this person's had a lot of realizations about how they need to change, they feel like this, however this went down was destiny. Like they needed to learn this lesson. Some of you may have rejected them. Four of Cups can also be about a missed opportunity here. So if they rejected you, if they didn't stand up to their fears, if they kind of were in denial about this connection, it's having this realization. The Wheel can talk about karma. Like this person could, you know, sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone, kind of vibes. Hate that, but you know, this is the vibe that this is giving off. We kind of already talked about this, where this person doesn't quite feel of value. They don't quite feel like they add up. This Seven of Cups clarified by the Fool. This is the energy of wanting a new beginning. This person is like, they're clinging to life, but they're smelling the roses. So this person may be fantasizing about you in, it's like they're remembering all the good times. They see the best quality in you. They don't realize that, you know, things could be falling apart again between this fantasy type vibe that the Seven of Cups gives with this interpretation of this Fool card. And again, he's just clinging on to this cliff, smelling the roses, the dog, his friends trying to say, hey buddy, what's out? You know, it's almost like, I don't care how dangerous this gets. I want to take this leap of faith. But I feel like instead of actually doing it, this person thinks about it more. It's like in their fantasy, you know, they don't get caught up. They can do whatever. But then we roll into this card of Justice, this card of fair. And the Knight of Pentacles in the upright would be, you know, slow and steady. It's loyal and dependable energy, but this is slow energy. So with it coming out in the reverse, it does feel like this person does want to fix, if there is any sort of disconnect or discord between the two of you, to fix that in a fair way, or at least bring in some honesty here. This is the Sword of Truth in this card. So, but I don't feel like they want to drag their heels anymore, because the Knight of Pentacles, again, is that slow moving energy. It's in the reverse. So, they could be, like if they were completely honest, they would quickly tell you like how right you were, you know, how much this is their fault, those kinds of things. And then we have the Six of Pentacles here. This person is a little all over the board, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to pull some more cards to get more clarity. And this energy, I mean, it comes up a lot, but it comes in a little wishy-washy. It's like, I'm stuck, but I daydream about things being different, but then I know I need to step up to the plate, but yet, you know, I know I need to change, but I don't know how to give in a very even way. This also can be someone realizing how they didn't show up for you, because if the Six of Pentacles is an even give and take. This is a very generous energy. You know, this guy's giving to the poor here. It kind of looks like the Hermit there. But this person, you know, may realize, or if they would tell you that they realize that they didn't. Again, this is their fault. They didn't step up. They didn't give you what you deserved. That could be what's changing with this person. I need to give a nod to Scorpio energy. I forgot to say that. My apologies. With this death and rebirth. What is under here? We have a Five of Swords. Again, this person gets very stuck in their head. They think about this a lot. They think about you more than they let on about. All right, let's get some more. Pile 2. They are being honest. Okay, so we have divine timing. So this goes back to that message I was getting about where this person feels like this has happened for a reason. None of us like, or at least, especially in the comments, you guys definitely don't like when I talk about divine timing, or you guys think the divine is out to get you with that. You know, we signed up for these lessons. If we're not getting them, sometimes the time is there, or the holding pattern where you feel like you're just stuck in this endless cycle. It's because you need to either react different, or the person that you have a soul contract with, they need to figure this out so it can move forward. There is a purpose for there, and I promise you, it's not to damage you or hurt you. I don't know. I read a comment the other day and I was just kind of perplexed. But you know, I get that not everybody sees it that way, but there's always a friendly reminder that life is happening for us, not to us. And if you can shift and see that, it can change so much in your life, I promise. All right, sidebar. I'll do advice at the very end of this after confirmation. So anyways, with your person, what they would tell you, they do feel like there is divine timing at play. The divine is mixed into this. Again, this destiny vibe that they feel like they met you at the right time. Again, you've come in and really shifted this person's whole life, whole trajectory, but they're recognizing and realizing that this was meant to be, you know, that there's something divine here in this connection. It's bigger than you and them kind of thing. Okay. Self-care and integration. So I do think, you know, we did talk about this person's self-worth, the self-issues there. This person, it's like they would tell you if they could that they are working through this. But with this coming up here, it does just feel like another nod to I have some issues around my self-care and my self-worthiness, but I'm working on it. But I still feel like, again, I'm an imposter here. But I think this person gives off a really good persona, a really good confidence, but this is like deep down where they don't quite feel good enough. And so they always feel like they're twisting themselves in different angles to appear to be one way, but in the inside, they have a lot of self-love deficit. Okay, let's see. Move through fear. Well, that's kind of fun with this. So yeah, I feel like this person definitely fantasizes about not being afraid to pursue this or pursue this next step. It's kind of like the vibe, you're worth it. But since the subject of this reading is, you know, what would they tell you? It's that they are afraid. They are afraid. They could be afraid to move. Again, it's where it's easier to fantasize about taking this leap than doing. But hopefully they're working through that. You know, we do have some cards here where it's maybe starting to recognize their shortcomings. Maybe you've pointed some of this out. Again, maybe that's one of the reasons you came into their life, to kind of shift and change them, and it is shifting and changing them. Okay. Am I holding these upside down? No, they're all mixed. It's fine. I'm then taking reversals with this deck. All right, let's see what flew out. We have use your personal power. This person sees you as extremely powerful. You have the upper hand more than you know, more than they want to let on. Like, you are a very powerful person. What does she have on her necklace here? Well, at first I thought it was like a horseshoe or a wishbone, but it kind of just, maybe they're showing me that because this person just sees you as very lucky. But you're such a powerful person. I don't know if they, because of their lack of own self-care and self-worth at times, they may have a hard time telling you that, how powerful they see you. And with that Pentacles in reverse, I was kind of reading on their point, but for you, they may see you as someone who's not afraid to take action. They could admire that about you a lot, but at the same time, they don't necessarily want to let on that you have that much power over them. Like, it's the vibes where, like, you could, like, crush this person with a touch kind of thing. Like, just your energy in this person's life is shifting and changing them. That might be a little scary for this person. Again, they get very much in their head, but feel more comfortable with fake scenarios versus going after this. I wouldn't be surprised if this person has a tendency towards hypothetical questions or situations. Okay, let's see. This person was honest, what would they say? Not when I say that, it kind of sounds like I mean this person's dishonest. I hope you guys get what I'm saying with this. If this person could speak open and honestly, what would they say? Soul mirroring, exposing, and revealing all. This image is kind of flipped here. So this person does feel like that you guys are mirroring each other. If you're working through your own stuff, there's something like you've held up a mirror to this person. You've kind of exposed them. You've kind of seen them. And they want to let you know that they know that. They recognize everything that you've shown them, how much you've come in and changed their life. If they could tell you, they would. And then we have not your typical love story. So this person definitely sees this connection as not typical, something very special, something just different than maybe they've ever experienced. I'm surprised, like, I know I don't have any Leo cards here per se, but I'm getting Leo vibes. Actually, we don't have any wands at all. But the way it's kind of coming in is kind of prideful. It's under here. Nope, you have Six of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, I don't know. But it's like, that's why this person can't tell you, but it's not necessarily pride. It's they have so much self-doubt. Like, what if I say this and they don't believe me, or they don't see me that way? You know, we did have that Four of Cups. Maybe they're also afraid of rejection. So it's like, I reject other people so they can't hurt me kind of vibe. All right, past in the past, don't look back. We have another guy hanging from what appears, I think it's just made to look like that, but it appears to look like he's hanging from this, just very much like this. So if this person was being, you know, really honest, I feel like they would tell you that they do want to leave the past in the past. They don't want to look back. They want to move forward. They are hanging on here, though. In both of these cards, this person is definitely hanging on to this connection, hanging on to you, hanging on to things, like not wanting to let go of this. And we also have passion and desire still alive. Yeah, this person has a lot of fire towards you, a lot of attraction, and it's still there. It's never died out. It's still going. It's still strong. Let's see. Pile 2. Honesty. Yeah, that sort. There's stuff that this person, there's a lot of honest truths that this person, if they feel like they could, they want to be honest with you. Why aren't they? hold on. We're going to ask a question. Because I don't quite, I mean, we've touched on this, like, you know, I'm not good enough kind of vibe, but that just doesn't feel like enough. Why, this is a sidebar, I didn't do this for last pile, but why does this person feel like they can't be honest? Why do they have a hard time with honesty? Why is this person having a hard time being honest? 5 of Pentacles, this is a fear of abandonment. This person is afraid of rejection. They're afraid of being left out. They have a deep-rooted, this would be childhood kind of. Wouldn't be surprised if some of them came from like a broken home. This person has a hard time trusting people, and that's why they're not honest. And I feel like, and then that rolls into the, like, they might not just feel good enough. I know we talked about that already, but for this person, it stems because this deep-rooted fear of abandonment just makes them feel like, you know, that 5 of Pentacles is left out in the cold. It's not feeling like enough. It's not being worthy. And this is so deep-rooted in this person, and that's why they have a hard time being honest about all of this and honest with you. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I picked up on that, and I kind of downplayed it, but it was definitely got confirmed there. All right. What else? This person's completely honest. We've talked about this already. Everything happens for a reason. So they definitely feel like this was destiny, that this was meant to happen, that they were meant to know you. Things have played out as they should. Regardless if you guys like them or not, there is a purpose behind it all. Healing. They want you to know that, they would want you to know that they are healing, they are working, they're healing these parts of themselves, hopefully healing this abandonment wound. I think this makes this person, not necessarily, I don't get massive, like, avoidant vibes. I mean, it's going to depend how it fits for you guys. This is a general reading, but the way this is kind of reading is, well, I guess it would be fearful avoidant. Like, they avoid because of fear, a fear of rejection, a fear of being abandoned. Again, I already said this earlier, like, it's like, I leave people before they leave me kind of vibe in this person's energy. Planning. They want you to know they are planning, they are working. We do have this overall energy of this rebirth, and this is spawned from them recognizing where they haven't stood up. They haven't, like, honored you back the way you've obviously honored this person. Like, this person sees you a bit, like, as hard as this is at times, I think that, again, it gives us angelic vibes. Like, you've come in, like, almost like you're untouchable, but you've come in, you've given this person a new path, a new way forward. That's not always a good feeling. And I don't mean that negatively, but, you know, anytime you've had a change, especially if it's kind of forced upon you with some divine events and synchronicities and all those things, right? Change isn't necessarily easy, and it's not easy for a lot of people, and especially a lot of people that live in a fear-based kind of mentality. But they are working on this. They are working on changing. Thinking of you. Yeah, that's come up multiple times. These cards have all just given me confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's get you guys some message cards, very more like of what would they say. Let's pull these. Just like any of my general readings, not all of these cards are going to fit for everyone, so just use your discernment. If something just doesn't really fit right for your situation, just let that go, just like any general reading. So let's see. Pulling out the Honest Truth Oracle. Let me shuffle it a little bit. Okay. Pile 2. What does this person want to say? I don't want to know. So there is some sort of denial going on if you've moved on, or if something, there's something that they kind of are shying away from. Again, this person does live in kind of a fear mindset at times. I still feel the pain. Do I still have a chance? I feel so happy with you, and I want you so badly. You know, this person, that passion, desire is still alive and well. We have I want to start over. I wish I could share my good news with you. I admire you. Finding out the truth crushed me. Don't know how that's going to fit a little differently for everybody. And then I feel so drawn to you. This one wants to come out to you. I do love you. Okay, how are we doing on time? Okay. Let's see. I feel like I want to get a couple more messages. I feel like these are blended because I feel like there's interesting stuff this person wants to say. And then we'll do some song cards, we'll do confirmation, and do advice as well. Okay, let's see. I avoided you because I was afraid to get hurt. There it is. I didn't know. I know I have these cards in a couple decks. I forgot it was in this one, but that's it. That is this person's truth, like bigger truth that affects them more than they care to ever let anyone know. And I don't know if they fully like accept it or even have fully realized that they get in their own way a lot because they're afraid of getting hurt. It's like a protection mechanism, a defense mechanism. It's not what you think it is. So there's something going on in your life that you think is one way, but it's different. I've never felt such a strong connection. We both need closure. This is kind of where this is coming in, where this person, there is this feeling of, I need to be honest, I need to be truthful, I need to spill the beans, I need to tell you a little bit more. Maybe that's their feelings. Maybe if they held them back and that this person, you know, that's what they really need. Actually, we are just going rogue here, pile 2, but I love it. I don't follow a process, I go with the flow. So I'm gonna kind of, because I keep getting this feeling, you know, we're looking at what they're not telling you, right? I wanna get a little more insight to how they're currently feeling. This isn't per se a definite thinking feeling video, but let's pull some. Pile 2, how's this person feeling? Can you give us some insights to how they're feeling currently? How are they feeling? Elusive, entangled, dishonest, tricky. Well, no crap. Maybe they don't want to share. Maybe this energy doesn't want to share, but I feel it. I feel it like, it's like feeling like something like it's on the tip of your tongue. Like you remember something and you want to say it, but you can't get it out. That's the feeling I have right now. It's like literally like on the tip of my tongue. It's like, I want to say this. I'm so afraid, but I want to say it. I don't know if you guys have ever been in those situations where it's like, you're on the edge and you're like, do I say it? Do I not say it? Do I say it? That's the energy that I'm sitting in right now. It's like literally like it's on the tip of my tongue. But then we have misunderstood, lost soul, victim, mistakes. Again, this person lives a little bit in that victim mindset out of fear, but they feel a little lost and a little misunderstood. Both of these, like some of these cards are in color. These both are like in this black and white kind of vibe. I don't know. Maybe you want to talk about the Fortnite video that Taylor Swift just put out at the time of my recording, just because of the black and white. But let's see, can we please, distance, barrier, separation, and space. All right, there is distance between you. We did have that. I feel the strong connection regardless of distance. I'm gonna give one more try, and if I can't pull this out, we're gonna move on to songs, but yeah, anything. Conflicted. Okay, so multiple choices. That's that 7 of Cups energy. Inconsistency, decisions. So this person is just feeling misunderstood. They feel misunderstood by you, the situation. Distance, elusive, conflicted. They're having a hard time here. Emotional whirlwind, affected, dramatic, unstable. Interesting pile 2. I tried. Let's keep going. All right, let's get some song cards. I am still always adding more songs to this per your guys' suggestions, so thank you guys for those. If you have any you want to suggest, just drop the song title and the artist into the comments, and I'll add them to our ever-growing list. This one doesn't belong here. This one says smart, so that's my attributes. Anywho, okay, maybe that means something for somebody, because just split the deck and that's in the wrong spot. A different card. Anyway, so with the songs, there'll be a message for you within the lyrics. If you know the song's cool, if you don't, you feel so so inclined, you can look up the lyrics to see what your person wants to say. You can make a playlist out of the different ones that pop up and listen to them all. Get a whole storyline. All right. You're Still the One by Shania Twain. My Favorite Game by the Cardigans. We have By Your Side by Sade. It's interesting. You know, we were talking about this wishy-washy energy. It's like this person that feels very sentimental, but then also like kind of like standoffish. Is like, no, this is, you know, my favorite game. You know, this person may have a tendency to play games to never have to get fully like connected with somebody. All right. I need to put Fortnite in here just because I've listened to that song. But we have Adore by Amy Shark. I don't know if I have any Swiftie songs in here, to be honest. I mean, maybe I do. All right. When You Say Nothing at All, Alison Krauss. Okay, we have some old songs. I don't know this song, but Adore. Anyways, there are your songs. If you guys want to screenshot this, you can look them up after this reading is done. There you go. And let's move on to confirmations. So if you need an extra confirmation, if this is your person, I'll pull some attributes. We already had smart come out. This person may be smarter than the average bear kind of vibes, but let's see what other attributes we can give. So for those who need extra confirmation that this is their person, can we please provide that for them? So we have an Aries energy. This also could be someone who has like heavy first house placements, kind of impulsive, traveler, those kinds of things. Could be a little argumentative at times. No offense to my Aries. You guys are very passionate fire signs, but go get them. We have the 5th house, so we have another fire sign with this. We have a Leo energy here. This is playful dating, affairs, those kinds of things. Gambling as well. All right, let's get some attributes. Pile 2 for those who need confirmation. All right, and let's get some letters. Oops, actually I forgot my cards. We'll pull those too. All right, letters, pile 2 for confirmations. Okay, another set. Okay. And all right, let's see what we have. Yikes, we have spying. So you may notice this person spying on you, looking at your stories, things like that. We have light eyes and smart are some of our attributes here. All right, let's see. We have player. So this person could play a game. They could be a player, have a tendency towards player-ish tendencies that kind of is coming up. Again, that's kind of someone that doesn't, you know, keeps people at a distance, but likes like flirting and things, likes the attention. We also have loner though, so they have a loner tendency. We have tattoos, so there could be a significant tattoo. We have unique smile, so they have a very unique smile, something's different. We also have shy. So I feel like even though this person, like, it's like their player vibes might come off of this like interesting, mysterious charisma that this person has. We have the number 8. So the 8th house of Scorpio could be important, August or the 8th of a month. We have Virgo, Taurus, 4th house. So this is home, parents, nurturing. So there might be some connection there for you, but this is Cancer. We have Scorpio again. All right, so for your letters, we have a Z, an E, an E, an E. So triple letters, so double, triple letters may be important. Another E, geez. Oh, look, we have a G, so we have G's. Maybe someone says G's a lot. I don't know. G's Louise. We have a D, an O, a T, and an N, and another T. So we have double letters. We have tune. Maybe there's like a cartoon tattoo or something. I don't know. Toot. Maybe they have some gas issues. DOT, Department of Transportation. We have ton. We have not. GOT, Game of Thrones connection. Ooh, that scared me. Easy. I don't know. There's your letters, guys. There's your attributes if you guys want to check those out, just if you needed some extra confirmations. All right, so moving along. So I'm going to do some advice. Recently, I've had a lot of people suggest that I do advice at the end of the readings. So if you want to stick around for some advice, awesome. If not, thanks for spending your time with us. And I look forward to seeing you in future reading. So let's see, pile 2, what is their advice? I'm asking for this situation, but I do feel like with this, sometimes it comes up as general information. So hopefully you'll get whatever you need, pile 2. All right, let's get some advice. Can I get some advice for pile 2, please? Advice for pile 2. Listen, imagine how good it'd feel when you're done. Keep going. So there's a message here around continuing, keeping going, keeping your head up, and going after the things that you want, whatever that is, you know, whatever that looks like for you, pile 2. I feel like getting one more of these. These are called the Listen Bitch cards. Sorry, Listen B. I try not to cuss on here just for advertising. I cuss like a sailor if you knew me in real life. Anyways, Listen B. Don't waste a drop of energy trying to change somebody else. So these kinds of things, like if you're, you know, hoping this person will change, again, there's a lot of energy of change here, but there's a message here about just keep going what you're doing, focus on yourself. Don't worry about trying to change anybody. Allow someone else to change and catch up with you. You keep following your light. You keep going after the things that you want. And again, if this person wants to show up for you the way you really deserve, like that full 6 of Pentacles energy, let them catch up to you. You will never regret following your light, doing your thing, going after your passions, and allowing someone to catch up with you. If they don't catch up, that sucks. If you really wanted this person, if you really want this person, if you see this person being an integral part of your life, though it does honestly feel a little roles reverse, guys. You know, we always get fixated on, you know, why we know people, or what they're meant to do in our lives. And sometimes we forget we're meant to be in other people's lives to help change them, help show them, help lead them. I know that's not an easy thing, but there's a divine purpose to it all. And, you know, depending on what you signed up for. But with that said, there's no need to try to force this person to change. Continue to be the guiding light, this map shifter that you are, the way shower that you are. Keep going forward and allow them to, you know, if they catch up with you, rock on. If they don't, you're going to be living your best little life, so it's fine. All right, let's see what else we have. Other advice. Pile 2. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. You know, the divine timing did come in. Again, if you are frustrated with the time it's take, if you're frustrated with this, it's because you're holding on too tightly for it working out in a certain amount. Just let that go. Just take a deep breath. Again, recenter back on yourself and what you want and what you need in your life, and just go after that and allow time to play out as it should. The reason that things like that get hard is because we focus so hard on it being one way or being here and now. And, you know, if you can release those expectations of whatever, and again, just focus on what you need to do in your here and now and allow time to play out as it should, it won't feel so painful. I know that's not always easy, but it gets better with practice. You know, and sometimes it depends on your beliefs. I talk to my guides all the time. I don't always get direct messages back. So, but I do sometimes just go, I don't know what else to do with this situation. I give it over to you guys. I can't handle the stress or whatever. And just, can you please take this off my shoulders and run with it with whatever is best for my highest good. And just releasing that and moving forward can be so relieving. If you find yourself stuck being like, I need this now, I want this now. If you believe in manifestation, then you're always you're in the energy of wanting, not having. And you just get stuck in that perpetual cycle. So just keep that in mind. All right, no more of this one. All right, let's see. These are surrender cards, so it's kind of what do we need to surrender at this time. Pile 2 for surrendering. All right, whatever that is. Whew. Ooh, surrender your fear of intimacy. Pile 2. Was I describing you in some of this? You did have that mirroring card. Anywho, this might not be for everybody. This might just be for one person that's still listening now. Okay, are you ready to let love in? Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Okay. I feel like we need one more because I feel like that was specific. Surrender. What do we need to surrender? Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. This is kind of about that energy of being in the now, being in the present moment, not in the future, not in the thinking of how you want things to be. Just accepting things as they are in quiet solitude can be very, very healing for you. Again, if you find yourself being like anxious, anxiety, again, anxiety of the mind can come from us thinking too far in the future. Depression's usually us thinking in the past, you know? So, but being here in the now can help alleviate a lot of that feelings around it and stuff like that. So pile 2, I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys again so much for spending your time with me. It's been truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 3. We are going over if they were honest. If your person was completely honest with you, what would they say? What would they want you to know? What do they think? All those things we're going to uncover in this reading. Sorry, as I get choked up. Okay, so you guys picked the Rainbow Moonstone Heart. And this beautiful card that says commitment. It's the number 36. We have this key kind of hanging off of this star with a lock, and it actually says heart on this key. So this card is obviously about commitment. It says, a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. So when we're looking at like this subject is what would your person, if they were completely honest, you know, it feels like I'm ready for commitment. So I did look this up just before I got started. And it says others will be more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. So that's what I think this reading is going to kind of center around, or a lot of information is going to come up on how this person is ready, is willing to make this commitment, or they feel very committed to you. So maybe you're the key to their heart kind of vibe. We'll see what comes up in the tarot. I've seen readings go one way and then switch to another, so we'll see. But we're starting off with this energy of commitment, of being ready for that. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Actually, I want to pause you guys for a second. I need to clear my throat. I don't want to keep making noises. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Not that you guys really noticed a difference. Maybe this person gets a little choked up, has a hard time with the throat chakra, because I was absolutely fine until I went to record this reading, and it's just like I am so congested there all of a sudden out of completely nowhere. So, all right. I feel like some of that stuff happens for a reason, so you may relate to your person feeling choked up, or they can't quite say what they want, having a closed throat chakra, something like that. Obviously the color blue has to do with that, but let's jump into the tarot. And if your person was honest with you, what would they say? This person was completely honest. This reading isn't meant to be like this person's dishonest. It's just like, you know, what would they say if they're completely honest from their heart? What would it be? So maybe that they have a hard time with that. Gosh, my throat's so, goodness. All right. Let's see. High Priestess. So this person definitely feels very connected. Some of you guys could be readers yourself, very intuitive, empathic. This person definitely feels a very intense connection here and knowing within this connection. Okay. Like unseen forces kind of vibe. All right, we have 9 of Swords. This person is more anxious than they let on. They may have sleepless nights about you or this connection and just overthinking, being very stuck in their head. the Lovers. So Gemini energy here. So if they're being completely honest, they could see you as a life partner. We're going to clarify all these. This is also about choices. So I'll dive deeper when I clarify, but let's get some more out. Ooh, this person is heartbroken. Interesting, pile 3. Depending on your situation, this person could be heartbroken about you or things. Again, that's why they could be having sleepless nights. Maybe this person is having like those commitment realizations because here they are, they lost what they wanted. We're going to clarify. We'll get more information. Queen of Cups, though. This person definitely has a lot of feelings for you. There's a lot of deep emotional feelings. There's a lot of passion they feel towards you with the Queen of Wands here as well. Okay, that's super interesting. I mean, I guess it's not far-fetched with that 9 of Swords here. So this person is thinking a lot about this connection with the sword energy as well. Huh, okay. Can we clarify this High Priestess? Can we clarify the High Priestess, please? Okay, we have the Star in reverse and the King of Cups. This is the after tarot, so it's really interesting. It's like after, I'm going to cover up the Star just because she's naked in here, but she is kind of pouring herself in the water. She's in the fountain, no longer stepping, is fully submerged. But our King of Cups, and then the Star is in reverse, and the King of Cups is pouring his cup of love out. He could want to finally be sharing that. Our King of Cups feels a lot. He doesn't always express a lot. But if they're being completely honest, I think this person is stuck between hope and giving up on this connection or with you. Maybe they're worried about you're going to give up on them. Here, let's see what they're worried about. Let's see what this 9 of Swords is about. They're completely honest. What is this 9 of Swords about? The 6 of Swords in reverse. So they're worrying about how this is going to move forward. Will this ever work out? Will you guys be able to go from chaos to calm? This person could be worried about if you guys have a physical distance. They could be worried about you leaving them. Maybe you've already left. Maybe that's what this heartache is about. This person has a soft spot for you in their heart, regardless of what it is. Again, depending on your level of where your relationship is. Weird. Okay. I just had like a full like flash of someone's story pop in my head, and it was like somebody getting ready to like move into a house together, but something happened and that broke up and it didn't happen. But I mean, like, it wasn't just talked about. This was like, and this is a one-off for somebody, so I'm not sure who this is out there in YouTube land. But I literally saw like, it's like almost down to like signing either the rental papers or buying the house or something, like so close, and then something happening and it not working out. And there's like a sadness around, like, this should have been like our house. This should have been the keys. I don't know. Okay. Just thought I'd share. I'm transparent with you guys. So let's see. The Devil in reverse. We have an 8 of Swords in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse. Okay. What would they say if they could? This person wants to choose you over their addictions. They want to let everything else go, and they want it. This is the choice. I don't know if there was an ultimatum given for some of you with this person, or it's like, it's me or this other person. It's me over this lifestyle. It's me over you partying. It's me over addictions of whatever. And I feel like with the Devil being in reverse and the Lovers being here, this person wants you to know that they want to choose you. They want to let all that stuff go, but they're afraid. You know, they're afraid that maybe their own limiting beliefs have held them back. Their own being hung up in their head has caused this pain. and they want you to know like how much pain that they're in. Like if they were being honest, they would tell you like, I'm so much in pain. Because I have this spot for you in my heart, and it's like, if you're not here, it's like I've lost passion for most things in my life. So this person, yeah, they definitely feel like they're at this, it feels very defeated. That's so interesting. Remember I said, I'm like, my readings could go completely different. Like we start off here as this person wanting to make a commitment. Again, maybe something went awry for you guys. And so this person is like, oh my gosh, I've lost everything, you know, of my own doing. I've lost my passion. I've all this stuff. And I want this commitment. I just want you. There's also I want to say a 1 off. I want to say like a 10 off. Like there's several energies here of someone being afraid of you moving on without them, possibly moving in with somebody else, possibly having other relationships. There's a fear around like losing you once and for all. And you know, this 3 of Swords and our 8 of Pentacles, our 8 of goodness, I can't talk, 8 of Swords. It's in reverse. So I don't think this person's in denial anymore. They might have been in denial. Maybe some of you guys could be broken up from this person for a long time. And maybe they're in denial about it for a long time. Like they didn't want to see it, you know. But it's like almost like the fog is clearing and they like recognize how much pain they're in, how much sadness. Some of them also could realize how much pain they've caused you. Surprised there's not like a 5 of Cups energy here, like a regretful energy. And we have the 9 of Cups. What's under here? We have the Queen, Hermit, 7 of Wands, Death. Nope, okay. I can go hunting for it, but I feel the energy. I don't see it in the cards. It's all right. But yeah, there's also a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas going on with this 9 of Swords energy. Like I should have picked you. I should have been more open. I shouldn't have allowed my toxic behaviors get in the way. I shouldn't have hurt you like I did. So now it's kind of with this High Priestess energy where it's, again, I feel very connected to you. I feel this knowing. But now I'm left with, I've lost my hope. Here's all my love. I don't know what else to do with it. I'm pouring it out. I know that's not typically what the King of Cups, but I use this deck for a reason because I wanted to get extra messages with this after tarot. And so it's just like, here I am left on my throne with all this love to give and nowhere to pour it. And this person I felt connected with, this person I had so much hope and healing from, I've tried to cover up the boobs on here, has now left my life. Okay, I want to give a nod also to Aquarius here, Capricorn, Gemini, fire signs, water signs. And yeah, this is like, you have my heart, and without you, I've lost my passion for things. I've lost my confidence. Like if I don't have you, like life isn't worth living. A little dramatic, but that's just kind of where this person is again. But there's like some massive jealousy that keeps coming through in these cards of just like, I don't want you with somebody else. And maybe that's what made this person realize. Again, maybe some of you guys have moved on. Maybe you're dating someone else. Maybe you're happy, you know, maybe you made a commitment to somebody else and this person is like, no, you know, they can see how committed you are and how they lost this chance. And that's also a one-off, but these are general readings, guys. So I get all kinds of information. I try to give them all to you as much that makes sense. I get a lot of crazy nonsense too, but I try to weed through it. I mean, it's all relevant, but I try to pick the stuff that makes the most sense for what's showing up. But you guys know, if you've watched me for a while, sometimes I just give off the wall things, but it's true for somebody. So anywho, okay. Let's see. We have joy. So here my name's popping up. What does this say on her shirt? Winter Mountain, Salt Lake City. That might be important for some of you. Someone's name could be Joy, very much like my own. But this person would want to tell you how happy that you do make them, how connected that they feel, how much love they do have for you. They don't know what to do with it now if you guys are separate. And I'm sorry I've gone down this whole storyline of you guys not being together, especially when it started off a commitment, but that's how this is feeling. If you're in a committed relationship with this person, you could just be dealing with someone who has a lot of anxiety and worry and heartache around losing or getting in their own way and losing you to addictions or something. That could be here as well. If you guys are together, it might be something that this person's afraid to share how much pain they still hold in their heart, how much anxiety they have about people leaving them and things not working out. Okay, let's see. Visualize, affirm, and manifest. So this person, something that they haven't quite told you is, this also feels like a little self-sabotage or self-fulfilling prophecy with these two cards here. But this person has a tendency to, again, think a lot about things, think about this connection. They do want to try to manifest something with you, something pure. But when it's coming up over these cards, it almost feels like this person has a tendency to have like self-fulfilling prophecies where they worry about things so much and that's their main focus, and they end up bringing those things into their life. Okay. This person was completely honest. What would they want them to know? To not worry. They don't want you to worry. This person like wears worry like a honor badge. They don't want you to worry though. And I don't think they want you to worry about that ultimatum kind of vibe that came up. It's like, cause it's like, I'll choose you again and again and again. I'm not going to choose these addictions. They're in reverse. I'm letting them go. So worry not. What else? Inspired idea. So this person's had a new epiphany. Again, this feels like if they did lose you and they're dealing with that heartache, they've now are seeing things with new eyes. We have this girl kind of holding these glasses up, kind of looking through from a different angle. So this person is seeing things differently. They're realizing a lot. That's what they would tell you if they could. They're completely honest. It's like, I'm changing my whole view on things. Okay, let's see. Woo. Awaiting for this union. So that's something this person hasn't quite told you, is that they do still want this commitment. They do want to take this to the next level. They do want to unite with you. It's something that they deeply want. No distance will keep us apart. So this person doesn't feel like the distance is an issue. They do want to close the gap. And caught up in emotions. If they are honest, they'd let you know how much emotions they're caught up in. And, you know, we have the king, we have divine counterparts here. I don't know why I just noticed that. The king and queen of cups. But again, our king is like feeling defeated, but they still have this massive heart for their queen. Take it for how it fits with genders. Don't worry about that. It's just the energies of these signs. But this is something, if they were honest, they would let you know how many emotions they have around this, how much they're caught up in it. Okay. Wishing on the stars. So we did have the star in reverse, but this person is still wishing on the star. They still want this to happen. They still have hope, but they do feel a little defeated, but they are still wishing on stars for you. Then we have the star card again. So yeah, okay. Even though it feels a little defeated, I don't think that they've lost hope on this. Again, Aquarius vibes with the stars. Somebody could be an astrologer. There could be an astrology connection here as well. Maybe some of you guys have gone stargazing with this person. Maybe it's an event or a memory that they contemplate a lot. Maybe they don't let you in or let you know that that still like almost haunts them, or they think about it a lot. My mind is filled with thoughts of you. So if they were completely honest, they would tell you how much you are on their mind. And they want to reconnect. We did have waiting for this union. No distance will keep us apart. Whatever this is, emotional, physical distance will keep us apart. They want to reconnect. They feel guided. And then we have past. Maybe they're guided by their past. If they need to be honest, maybe some of them have, you know, some trauma that kind of guides them in the choices that they make. If they're honest, they'd let you know that. If you guys have had, if this is a past relationship, you know, I kind of touched on that. Some of you, this may be a long time that this has been split apart, and for whatever reason you found yourself in this reading. They do feel guided by their past. They also might be a little stuck there. Okay, so let's move on to some message cards. We'll do song cards. I am going to do confirmations as well if you need to, extra confirmations that this is your person. So at the end, but not at the very end. The very end I'll do advice. So for those that you want advice, stick around for that. But let's do our message cards right now. We're going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle. So if they were completely honest, what would they say? Will you ever make things right? So there's some part of them that feels like either this was your fault or they're waiting for you to fix something. With these cards, it's just like the general readings. Not everything's going to fit for everyone. So if a message doesn't fit for you, just let it go. I wish I had treated you better. Maybe that's what this person wishes on the stars. They wish they would have treated you better. We don't share the same values. So there's something that is amiss. Maybe what you guys want, where you want this to go. Maybe what commitment looks like to you could be a little askewed from this person. I feel the sexual tension. So they still feel very connected to you in the way, even though they've lost some of their thunder with that King of Wands being in reverse, there's still that Queen of Wands right there. So they still feel it towards you, but it's like in your absence, they is where they feel like this King of Wands in reverse. I know you don't feel the same. So this person thinks that you don't care. You don't feel the same as they do. I regret lying to you. I'm not financially stable. So that's something they also have not been honest about, is their financial standings, what they have going on. That could be something that they haven't been fully open and honest about. I bury myself and work to forget you. Okay. Way too many. I left before you could leave me. This person may have gotten afraid that you were going to leave them, so they left you first. I miss being with you. I want to feel that way again. I daydream about a life with you. And I watch your social media. Okay, let's see. Because this is kind of taking a no contact route, I'm going to use these cards. I know not all of you guys are no contact or anything, but these messages will fit for both, but I'm just feeling called to pull this out. I'm really sorry about everything. I know I keep giving you mixed signals. I know I can be hot and cold. I'm not ready to settle down. Maybe this view of commitment is a little different for both of you. I hear a million voices in my head telling me the things I should have said. Yes, I do want to be with you. That's interesting. They might just not be ready to settle down the way that you want to settle down. You know, and sometimes we take that as rejection, you know, but they just might not be ready for like your version again. That's where we don't share the same values. You guys could just be a little bit on the different page and what that looks like. Maybe they don't want to have the kids in the picket fence yet, or whatever it looks like for your situation. Sometimes I think you can be a little controlling, and that pushes me away. So if they're honest, they'd let you know that. I'm learning to open my heart. Babe, I love you and I want to be with you. And I'm thinking about how I can fix things between us. Okay. All right, let's move on to song cards. So I am still currently adding to this pile. So if you have a song suggestion, just drop the title and artist into the comments, please. All right, let's see. All right, sorry. So if you know the song's cool, if you don't, there'll be a message for you within the lyrics. If you feel so inclined, look up the songs after the reading. I'll give you a moment to screenshot them. So, all right. How's It Gonna Be by Third Eye Blind. Across the Universe by the Beatles. Say Something by Sam Ridden. Separate Ways by Journey. Yeah, all these songs are also pointing to a distance and people. It's interesting. Only Love Can Hurt Like This, Paloma Faith. I feel like that song comes up so much. I need to listen to it. That was viewer suggested. I've never heard that song. So guys, there are your songs if you want to screenshot them. I know some people will make them into like a little playlist and listen to them all and get a lot of good messages that way. So if you want to do that, feel free. I thought that was kind of cool. Good idea. So, okay, so for this, I'm going to move on to confirmations for those who need confirmation that this is their person, and then we'll do advice. So let's get you guys some confirmations here. All right, attributes and letters. These can be your letter, your name, theirs. It's just meant to help you if you need the extra confirmation. So Spirit, for those who need the extra confirmation, can you please provide that for them? So we have bold. So this person could be kind of bold. Bold, free spirits. It could be short, or there could be a height difference. Maybe you're really short or something. There could be a significant height difference for some of you. All right, we have Pisces. And we have the 12th house, so Pisces. There's could be some strong 12th house placements, endings, spiritual connection here. Also dream connection. So this is someone that could be showing up in your dreams a lot. All right, let's get you some more attributes. For those who need confirmation, can we please provide that for them? Okay, and we'll get some letters. Those that need confirmation, can we please provide that for them? Okay, let's see what we have here. We have scar, so someone could have a very distinctive scar. We have Pisces again. We have Aries. We have Sagittarius. I have a Knight of Cups, so someone that came in very much like the Knight in Shining Armor. There's a lot of dating, that kind of vibe. Britain, so there could be a British connection. We have Runner Chaser. So someone could just actually be a runner, but this is like a runner chaser dynamic going on. We have Anxious. We had that Nine of Swords. So this person could just, there could be like someone has an anxiety disorder. We have Animal Lover. We have Australia, New Zealand. We have the number 7, so the 7th house, so I'll give a nod to Libra. This also could be July or the 7th of a month. And then we have our letters. So we get H, N, U, B, so bun, maybe someone has a man bun. E, C, M, I, B, X. So we do have X here. We have Bic, so maybe someone smokes or feels disposable. Maybe someone's a bum. hen, maybe some of those chickens, or there's an egg connection. Nix. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of words in there that I'm missing, but there are your confirmations for you all, pile 3. And then we also have free spirit, short and bold there in your letters. So I'm going to move on to advice. If you guys want to stick around and advice, I'd love to have you. If not, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, share. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So, okay, let's see. Pile 3, advice. What is advice for pile 3? This could be about the situation, or sometimes it's general. So I'll just relay whatever comes up. Take it for how it fits for you. For those that need some advice at this time, what is their advice? Well, these are the listen, B. I try not to cuss on here. All right, listen, B. Don't water yourself down for anyone. They can take all of you or nothing at all. So there's no need to dull your shine. There's no need to water yourself down. There's no need to ever feel like you are too much. You are never too much for the right person. That's always a good thing to remember. Like the right person in the right situation, like, will not be able to get enough of you. So never overthink yourself to oblivion where, you know, you beat yourself up. Let someone either take you all or nothing. Basically, be authentic is that message. And don't beat yourself up either. Like if you're beating yourself up about something you've done or shoulda, woulda, couldas or something like that, you need to let that go. It's not changing anything. If you didn't like your behavior, just change your behavior moving forward. It's fine. All right. Listen, sometimes letting go is the best way to free yourself. So if some of you feel really stuck, we just had Alexa chime in with some sort of alert. Maybe that means something to somebody. But anyways, if this has really dragged you down, if this has dulled your shine and made you feel like you're not living your best life and you're really stuck in a pain cycle, maybe freeing yourself, moving forward, focusing on yourself, recentering yourself. I feel like that message has come up in every reading. And allowing someone to catch up with you would be the best thing you can do. Sometimes, you know, we have to let go of the things that are weighing us down in order to move forward. Or to feel better, you know, just to feel better. Like if your thoughts are making you feel like, change your thoughts, okay? That kind of thing. I get that. I know it's easier said than done. If you find yourself being really stuck in your head, overthinking, where it's almost paralyzing, I get it. I've been there. Get out of your head and get into your body. Go do something physical. Go for a walk. Look at something beautiful. You know, do breath work, do tapping work. Just get out of your head, because it's being in your thoughts that are making you feel that way. Get out of your head and back into your body and refocus yourself there. It'll help you shift out of that kind of hamster wheel energy. Okay. So, all right, let's see what else. Guidance for pile 3. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So there is guidance here around, you know, the soulmate that you want. And soulmates come in all forms, you know. But there's just a message about that. And then we also have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to events in your life. Through turmoil, blessings will soon be revealed. So it's kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel is right around the corner. You know, we might not understand. And sometimes we get so fixated on the why, and that drives us crazy. So just let that go. Free yourself from the overthinking and just accept that things are going to change. They always do. And allow good things in. All right. Our next card, these are our surrender cards. So what do we need to surrender or release? Let's see. Pile 3. Okay, that's way too many. I'm not going to give you guys a bajillion things. Homework. Let's see. Pile 3. If you could just get 1 or 2 cards for surrender. This one. Surrender the drama. All right, pile 3. Let's see what this says. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So a friendly reminder, don't get caught up in the drama, surrender it. All right, let's see. Let's get you guys one more. Surrender to joy. Is this the pile that we had joy here? Okay, joy's popped up twice. All right. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling, doing both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering, or during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So, you know, this is about like finding things that light you up and really focusing your energy and attention there. And allowing yourself, if you've been stuck in this low vibrational energy, it can become like, not necessarily addicting, but we don't realize how long we get stuck there sometimes. And just allowing ourselves surrender to good things, surrender to happy things happening, you know, and looking for that. Like if you focus on the negative, you're going to find more of it. Like life is crazy, but life can also be beautiful. But we have to choose to see it that way. You know, we have to choose to look for it. And sometimes it is, some days it's a challenge, but it's worth it. You know, and your mindset and shifting your mindset can be so life changing. Because the majority of life, we can't control it, right? There's not much we can. And that can be a very freeing statement. It can be a very anxiety-ridden statement, or it can be very freeing. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not in control. I have no control over nothing. You can be anxious about that, or you can be like, well, it's not my control. I don't really need to worry about it. So if you can shift that way and realize the only thing we have, or one of the only things, I don't want to be completely all encompassing, but one of the only things we do have control over is how we allow things to affect us and how we view and think about things. And as much as our brain goes away on, you know, a little runaway train, sometimes we do have control over our mind. We do have control over thoughts. Sometimes it takes us recognizing that we're doing. I always think that's the first step. When you recognize patterns, especially subconscious and things like that, and recognizing it and then learning new patterns and rewriting your brain, like neuroplasties type stuff, you can shift so much, but it all takes, we're recognizing that you do have control over the thoughts you think and the words you speak, and starting there. And that can help shift a lot of things. Because again, there's a quote, it's probably better than the way I'm explaining this. There's a quote by Wayne Dyer, and it said, hostile people live in a hostile world. Loving people live in a loving world. Same world. And again, it's the same thing. I'm not saying bad things don't happen, but there's just as much bad as there is good, but your focus is what kind of dictates a lot of your life. So just be mindful of that. Okay, enough of that, enough advice for today. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share this, interact some way. That really does help me out, and I appreciate that. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for Pile 4. We are going over if they were honest with you, what would they say? What would they tell you? What do they think? What's going on? If they were 100% honest, if they weren't afraid to whatever, share. So it's kind of like a behind the scenes look on your person. This is viewer requested, so if you have your own request for a video, feel free to drop that in the comments and I'll add it to my list. So Pile 4, you guys picked this beautiful golden obsidian. So it's obsidian, has a slight golden cast. I call it my little black heart. So, and we have this very interesting card here. It's a number 45. It's the sad embrace. So feels like there's a lot of emotions coming on with this card. This card is a lot about loss, feeling sadness, feeling broken down around the things that didn't work out or that we're feeling. So if you were drawn to this pile, there could be just a lot of under the surface for your person that maybe you're curious about. Maybe they have had a lot of loss in their life or at this time, and they're kind of processing that and dealing with that and not sure how to express that to you. Maybe you know something's up, something's under the surface with them, but you can't quite get there. You can't quite get them to tell you. So that's what we're going to kind of look into. We have this figure. It's kind of out under the full moon. There could be a full moon connection here for some of you. Stargazing, Pisces, Cancer connection here with the moon. But yeah, this also can be about relationships not working out, just feeling really sad. So we'll see what comes up in the tarot. I've had contradictory readings from the main card, so we'll see where we go. So, but let's get into it. All right, so pile 4, they were completely honest. What would they say? They were completely honest. What would they say? They were completely honest, 100% honest. Pile 4, what would they share? So we have a 9 of Pentacles. Okay. We have a 7 of Swords. There's that hidden information card. So we might have to dive deeper on this one because they, even in a reading about sharing, we have someone hiding. I will clarify these, so we will get a deeper look into all of them and I'll tell the stories, but let's see. We have a 10 of Cups. We have a 3 of Wands. We have the Moon for the overall, again, Pisces vibes. I'll give a nod to Cancer as well because it's ruled by the Moon. These are very similar energies here. I feel like this person feels like they're drowning. They could be drowning in emotions, they're drowning in circumstance. Gosh, I mean, there's so many, like besides the girl, like with, you know, the hair color, but your person feels like they're going through a rough time. And this feels like circumstantial. Sorry for the pause. I'm kind of trying to weed through all this energy that's here. Because I feel like your person, when they think a lot about you and the connection, they want this perfect life. They want to build a future. They want to take the steps towards getting somewhere. So I don't know if your person has depression issues that kind of hold them back, that they want to be released from and want to start some sort of new beginning. Okay. Yeah, whatever sadness this person's gone through, whatever, and this could be between you and them. This is a general reading, so you have to take this for how it fits for you. But overall, this person, there's a sadness they feel overwhelmed, enveloped by. And this person, all they want to do is be released from it. They want to be resurrected. They want to be brought back to life. They want some sort of new, sunny, new beginning like this. They want a new start. So some of them may want a new start with you if you guys are in some sort of break. But the way this feels, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are just in a relationship with someone that you just can't quite read, or you can't quite get to the depths or something. Maybe they are avoidant and they don't know how to share their emotions, but this person is definitely in it. They're drowning in the puddles, but they want to be released from it. They want to be free. They want a fresh start. They possibly want to build something with you, but it is, you know, kind of weighing them down with this 10 of Wands energy, but they ultimately just want to be free. They want to be free from their own thoughts and their own mind. And they're so hopeful about this. Okay. Let me clarify these before I get into them too much. So let's see. Can we clarify this 9 of Pentacles? So the 9 of Pentacles is a really good energy. This is abundance. This is independence. This is, you know, top of the world kind of energy here. So this person could see you as very independent. Maybe they're afraid that they can't have you. It's interesting. Like, are you better off without them? Let's clarify this. Can I get some more information on this Nine of Pentacles, please? Help me understand. Page of Cups. So there might have been some sort of mishap here in communication, in this person expressing something to you. This is the after tarot, so the images are a little different. They're like the traditional tarot, but they're slightly different. So this kind of feels like, you know, we have this cup of love and this fish like flipped out of it. And our pages are our messengers and the cups are our emotions. So it kind of feels like there was some sort of miscommunication or misstep, or I misspoke, something like that. Maybe misspoke when maybe they were trying to flatter you and they ended up doing the opposite, like trying to give a compliment, but it didn't come out that way. This also, if this person has a tendency to like their independence, be a little more single-minded, or appear that way, really below the surface, there's this budding little romantic person here that's kind of being, you know, like almost like a mask of wearing this mask of independence and happiness. But below the surface, they are like this hopeless romantic. Okay, let's see what the Seven of Swords is about. The Seven of Swords. What are they hiding in from my video trying to uncover what they're hiding? Oh, okay. All right. Let me keep going with this. This is all starting to, yep, okay. All right. I almost said baby girl. I don't know who's watching that likes being called baby girl. Maybe this person calls you baby girl. Because I was about to say baby girl, and that's not something I typically say. This is a person, aside from this sadness, gloom, stuff they're going through, that, you know, this is a big deal. But this is a person that wants the white picket fence. This is the person that wants to be married. They want to have celebration. But for whatever reason, they give the air of like, oh no, I like being single. I like being independent. I like doing my own thing. Some of them, this is a one-off, but it popped in, so I can't ignore it. Someone may be hiding a marriage. Keep that in mind. If it's a very, very new person, you don't know much about them, be mindful. Or they could be hiding, being upset about a marriage failing or not working out or something like that. So if you're talking to someone that was divorced and they're like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm free, clear. I'm happy. You know, I'm living my best life. Screw that, my ex. I don't care. They may be carrying a lot more than they're letting on. They may be hiding a very broken heart because their family broke down, because this person really, really wants that. This also person may have stated to you, I never want to get married again. Like if that's your situation where you met this person, you're dating, you're there, no, I don't need that. I don't want that. I think this person really, really does. This person is a hopeless romantic, and I don't think that they like to share that. With the moon here, the Pisces vibe. Pisces Libra's in love with being in love, but I think Pisces is in love with the fantasy of being in love, if that makes any sort of sense. But it's like they get very caught up on the idealistic vibe of it. I'm not saying a person's a Cancer or a Pisces, but they could be. But it's like that vibe of like fantasy life, like, you know, being like everything's going to be perfect, everything has to be perfect, but life isn't quite like that. Relationships aren't. So this person is kind of leading a juxtaposition between, oh no, I like being single, I like doing my own thing, I like having my freedom, but yet they long for this intimate closeness, this relationship, because they have so much love to give, and it kind of just is spilling out everywhere. So the Three of Wands here, clarified by our Judgment in reverse, is interesting. So the Three of Wands is the energy of waiting for a ship to come in, planning the next steps. Like Two of Wands is planning, Three is kind of waiting for it to all kind of work out, but it's on the path to the Four of Wands, which is foundationals and setting up for a celebration. So it's clarified by our Judgment card, which is about things coming back to life, the resurrection, that kind of energy, being reborn, aha moments. So this person could be could be waiting to figure things out. They might have this vibe of like, you know, I want to be released from this, but I don't know how. So they're almost like they could be waiting for someone else to come in and do this for them. Because again, the three of cards, goodness, joy. 3 of Wands is known as the waiting for a ship to come in. So there could be a vibe with this person that they're kind of waiting for someone to come in and fix them, because there may be a part of them they don't know how to fix themselves. They may not know how to bring themselves back to life. So they kind of idolize relationships. They idolize like the perfect marriage, the perfect celebration, the perfect thing. But it's like they want someone else to come in and fix things for them, even though they appear to be very independent. I feel like they're hiding how much they really want these things. They possibly could really want these things with you. Depends on your situation. I'm getting very guided to read this very, very general. So I think we have just a lot of different energies here. And some of you guys, this feels like a newer relationship. That's not gonna be true for everybody, but it feels as such. Or like if it's an older relationship, it's like you may have lost touch with this person, so you're not quite sure like where they stand in things anymore. And they're giving off one persona, but really they want this depth. They want the heart. They want it all. They want the rom-com movie, but they come across like they don't. Super interesting. Take this if it fits. If it doesn't, let it go. Your person may also have a tendency to jump from one relationship to another to kind of avoid the sadness that they get in about it. So there might also be some healing that this person's avoiding. Just keep that in mind. You're not here to fix everybody. You know, they do kind of feel like they're waiting for someone to come and fix them. You know, like my life will be perfect when XYZ happens. But, you know, life is perfect when when you shift your mindset and realizing that it is along the way, you know, so that they might not be there just yet. So doesn't make them a bad person. I mean, I feel like a lot of us have been there or still there or there in different moments of our lives, right? But it's that enjoy the journey kind of vibe or you'll miss it. All right, if you're always waiting till something happens to be happy, you'll never actually be happy. Like those kinds of things. So they might be stuck in that rut here. But again, like if I'm looking at like what aren't they saying is they're not letting on how important it is to them to have a family. Or if they've lost it, how much that has really affected them. So, all right, let's see. Pile 4. What would they say? They're completely honest. Relationships. Yeah, told you. They really want a relationship. They might be coming across like they don't care, they're nonchalant, but this person really wants it, like deep down. I mean, I think for this person, it has to be the right person, unless you have seen that pattern in your person when they've jumped from relationship to a relationship. They might just be like a numbers person, eventually it'll work out kind of vibe. I think we all know someone like that. But ultimately, this person does want a relationship. They do want to meet their person. It does mean a lot to them. I fling this to the floor. Adventure and play. They could want to take a trip with you. Maybe that's something they haven't shared. I don't quite know how this quite fits, but if they're completely honest, yeah, there's a playfulness to them. They may come across as serious, like I'm a serious worker, I'm a serious this, but ultimately this person wants to get back in touch with like their childhood side, the adventurous side. Maybe they had to grow up way before they ever really should have. Maybe this loss, this sadness, this depression comes deep rooted from when they were young. You might know that part of their story. Like, you know, something really bad happened and they had to grow up way before their time kind of vibe. And really this person longs to have fun and be playful. So they may show up very serious, like Virgo vibes, Capricorn vibes, but really they like at their heart, they want to like be that Leo, that playful, that childlike energy, that childlike enthusiasm. That's something that they're missing. You know, we have the hiding card, this 4 of Wands. And again, this card can be about celebrations, about foundations, but they're hiding how much they want to celebrate life, how much they want to be fun and playful. to raise your vibe and forgiveness. So for some of you, there may be a need for forgiveness. They want to forgive you, or they want your forgiveness, but they want to raise their vibe. They do want to come out of this. They do want to be happier. Some of them could feel like you're helping them forgive things. You're helping them raise their vibration. We just lost our little light here. It's too early in the reading to just go on one. Un momento. Okay. So, and they're not sharing with you that you like fill their cup. Like the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Now, if you guys aren't together or something like that, you know, we do have the water spilling out here in this King of Cups. It's like I have this emotions and I'm not sure where to put them. But, you know, you really like help them see things in a different way. Maybe you've talked to them about forgiveness. Maybe you've explained to them that forgiveness is for them and not for the other person. It's to help release them from this sadness, from this low vibrational energy, and helping them raise their vibe. Maybe something they haven't let on to you about is how much that's meant to them, how much they needed that. Because again, this person feels like they're waiting for someone to kind of show them the way. New beginnings and opportunities. See, yeah, they're just waiting on somebody to show them the way. They want someone to come in and be like, here, take my hand, let's go. So, I mean, if that's your jam, I mean, we all have different roles in this life. They might just need that. They might need someone who's a little more firm about that. Again, they do kind of come in independent. Please don't ignore someone's rejection, though, I will say that. But I think you know what I mean. Like, this would be a guiding person to be like, do you need my help? Would you accept my help if I'm willing to help you, kind of vibe, you know, and allowing them to step into that. Because, you know, of course we all want someone to come in and fix everything, but part of the reason that we're here, usually our journey is about helping ourselves. So, but they want this new beginning. So if you guys are newer to this, I do feel like this person does want this to start. They do want this to go somewhere. They want this to take off. And they kind of just like waiting for something to happen. Okay, let's see. They're 100% honest. What would they say? What would they share? Sitting in a puddle of self-pity. Well, OMG. Did we not talk about this person being in the puddles? Sorry, I'm... So some of this, and I don't want to downplay anyone's depression, sadness, anything, because it is serious. But your person may be dealing with some self-pity, like having a self-pity party of one, and they're kind of sitting stuck in that. Maybe again, their appearance, it's like that vibe. Not everything is what it appears, kind of thing. Mastering a karmic lesson, yeah, because it's their job to work through their own soul stuff. I mean, you can help them, you can show them the way, but they have to actually do this. So they could just feel like, you know, karma has gotten the best of them. You know, again, this person feels like they haven't quite seen the way or the way through just yet. You know, it's someone in the energy of being in an energy where you're like not realizing life is happening for you. Right now, life's happening to them, kind of thing. And they haven't had that mindset shift, which is completely freeing. If anyone's been there, when you shift from life is, you know, this is happening for me, not to me, it's still hard, but it's such a different mindset. If you've been there, feel free to drop that in the comments, that shift and how much that helped you. Because I feel like there's a lot of viewers that are still stuck in that, where, you know, again, we've all been there. And we sometimes fall back in those moments, right? But if you do have like a success story where you've gone from life happening, to you to for you, and that shift and how much that helps you, feel free to, if you want to share in the comments, because I think there's some people, because it's come up a couple times throughout this reading, I think collectively, like there's some people stuck in that energy and don't realize like how much it's freeing when you shift. you know? So I can say it, but sometimes it takes other people reading other people's stories. So if you want to share that, I would love to hear that as well. And if you've been there and then you slipped back, don't worry. Just pick yourself up and move forward, you know? But this person, that's where they feel like life is against them, everything. And not saying that it hasn't. I don't feel like this person has had an easy go at it, you know? And maybe you guys are marrying each other. Maybe you've had like the shit, you know? And I'm not ignoring that, you know? But again, that mindset shift, like when you get it, you get it. That's all. I won't continue down that. If you're not there yet, that's fine. Sending you love. Anywho, okay. So that's what's going on here with this person. Let's get some more cards on, what would they say if they're completely honest? Angel. They seen you as an angel, and maybe they think that you're going to bring them back to life. Maybe you can. Maybe some of you guys were sent to help them, you know? I still think they need to master their lessons. Again, don't do it for them, but guide them. Signs. They are getting signs and synchronicities about you, about this connection. They just don't want to let in on it. Believe. Wow, this person does believe this is also with this angel signs believe. Something that you may be into angel numbers and angel signs and stuff like that. And this person has maybe never let on that they believe in all of it too. Or they believe you if you've told them about it. Maybe they've since, you know, maybe you told them about it a while back and you thought they would never shift, and now they're starting to see the truth, you know. It's always fun. Hidden. Sun. Dreams. We did talk about dreams. Okay. Hidden sun. This goes back to this person just needs to feel alive again. They need to be inspired. They need to go back and remember what life is really for. I feel like they're hidden from the sun. I do think that, you know, you may be showing up in their dreams. Maybe that's something that they don't let in on, or they haven't let in or told you about. We do have crossroads on the bottom here, so they could be at a crossroads making some sort of decision. Okay. All right, let's get some message cards, and we'll do song cards. We'll get confirmations. So if you need to know a little extra confirmation, this is your person, and then we'll do advice, even though I've already given some out. But let's see. Pile 4. Is that where I'm at? Yeah, pile 4. Whew. What does this person want to say? What does this person want to say, please? I miss hearing your voice. I trusted you. This is one of those tone messages that could be like, I trusted you, like really trusting, or I trusted you. Has anyone ever done one of that? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I did it in like acting classes where you, okay, I'm sorry. I won't talk about that, but tone can mean so much. That's all I have to say. I don't know why I almost went down a hole. Maybe there's an acting connection. Maybe your person's in an acting class. Maybe there's confirmation. Maybe you are. Maybe, I have no idea why I was about to bring that up, but I won't. But I hide my feelings. Yeah, this person definitely hides their feelings. Again, I appear to be independent and happy, and underneath I'm this little hopeless romantic. I love you unconditionally. Wow. Okay. I wish I could go back. I won't let you down. Have too much to lose. We had a flipper in here. Where is that? I'm in a committed relationship. That's not going to be true for everybody, but if you already have an inkling of that, then take that to heart. Anything, just like a general reading, anything that we pull up, like readers, when we pull up in message cards, take it or leave it just like you would anything else in a general reading. All right, let's see. I don't know why these cards want to come out. These aren't necessarily message cards, but which way are they switched? Sorry. Okay. Something wants to come out this deck. What does this one say? Think before you act. This person could be thinking a lot before they act. They have a tendency to think more than do. Okay. Boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. So this person feels like some boundaries need to be put in place. Maybe this little act they do is kind of their boundaries. Okay. I was debating on going down my rabbit hole about boundaries. Like, boundaries are great. Healthy boundaries are great. Not all boundaries are done in a healthy way. And sometimes they're done in a fear format or trauma format. Be mindful of those things. This person could have some fear boundaries up. It could make sense for why they do something, and it's for protection, but it's coming from an unhealed place. But again, I'm a firm believer in boundaries. Just make sure your boundaries are coming from a healed place. Like brick wall versus picket fence, you know, like boundaries are supposed to let someone know like where they can't cross. It's not supposed to be like something that you can't see past. Unless they pushed you that far, then that's a different story. But back to this reading. Goodness. Retreat. Time alone and nature will help. Okay. So if this person is retreating, it's because they do need some time to process. There also may be like an emotional process issue that this person has where they get overwhelmed and they kind of retreat. And maybe that's their boundary. Again, that's kind of where I was bringing up like the unhealthy boundaries, where it's like a trauma-based boundary where they just put up a massive wall and then they retreat. And maybe they would explain that to you if they could. Like, we are talking about what, like, if they were honest, what would they say? Maybe they'd say, I have these big brick wall boundaries because I'm trying to protect myself and I retreat from things when I feel overwhelmed or things are too much or I've been triggered. I kind of just block everything out and I hide my feelings and I have so much to lose and I'm just, you know, scared kind of vibe. All right. Let's do... What deck am I seeing in my head? I don't even know. Sorry, thanks for your patience. My guides show me certain decks in my head and then I have to figure out which one it is. Forgot what this one looked like. Okay, let's see. What else does this person want to say? Don't lose hope for us. We can work it out. No one loves me like you do. You're an angel in my life. Thank you for confirmation on that. I'm sorry for being critical of you. I want you to believe in me again. And then I should have been honest about my feelings. Again, this person does feel like they put up these big walls and they retreat because they have a hard time expressing, because they do have a lot of grief and sadness within them. And they just don't know how to process it. That might be like just from completely their whole life and they've never actually been able to process emotions properly. Okay, so we're going to move on to song cards. If you have a song suggestion you want added to the list, feel free to drop that in the comments. If you know the song's cool, if you don't and you feel compelled, look up the lyrics or listen to the song. There'll be a message for you there. Make a playlist out of the songs if you want. We'll take that top one and this one, and the rest we'll flip back over. So we have Fear by Sarah McLachlan. We have You Are Enough by Citizen Soldier. Come Undone by Duran Duran. I was just watching a Netflix about Duran Duran. Okay. Let's see. Castaway by Court of Pirates. And I might be saying that wrong. I apologize. Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. There are your song cards. If you want to take a screenshot to look these up afterwards, feel free to do that now. Okay, we're going to move into our confirmations. For those that need extra confirmation that this is your person, I'll pull some attributes and letters now for you. If not, if you're good, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to interact with this video. It really does help me out here. I appreciate it. And then after confirmations, I'll be doing advice as well. So, all right, let's see. We have Aquarius. We have the third house, so Gemini. This is someone that could be your neighbor, live in your neighborhood. This is someone that you can know through siblings or cousins as well for confirmation. Okay, let's get some attributes. I will be pulling more signs, guys, just so you know. We have reader, so you or them could be an actual tarot reader. Someone could be an avid reader. Someone could just have a tendency to read people or be good at reading people. Very empathic kind of vibes. They are the life of the party. Magnetic personality. Okay. This person may have a book in their collection, and it feels like it's on purpose. It's, is it the 7 Habits of Highly Influential People? Is that the one? I'm seeing that in my head, but I can't remember if it's 10 Habits or 7 Habits. Anyways, I'm seeing that book in my head. I feel like that's a nod for somebody. When I say that, you guys are like, oh shit. So that's for somebody. That's a confirmation. There you go. All right, let's get some more attributes for those that need confirmation. I also want to say the word name Danny, but anyways, let's see. All right, and let's get some letters. Pile 4 for those that need confirmation. All right. All right, let's see what we have here. We have the 2nd house, so we have Taurus. Taurus has not shown up lately, okay. We have family, so this person could have a family, you could have a family, or you could know them through your family. We have bold. They kind of have this bold, magnetic personality, have a tendency to be the life of the party. They could be like two-sided like that, you know, like in one aspect they're very outgoing, but then introvert in other times. We have money. This person is focused on money. They could work in money. Or finance, sorry. This person active. We have sports, so they could be into sports. They could play sports. They could be active in that way. We have the Ace of Cups, so I love yous could have been shared. We have the High Priestess, so there's a sense of knowing, possibly a past life connection. Very intuitive. We have a B and a J on here. That might some letters for you guys. We have the Queen of Cups, so water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios here as well. And we have funny, and this person's very funny. All right, so for letters, we have K, I, B, E, U, M, L, D, and an O. So guys, there are your confirmations and your letters for those who needed it. All right, so I'm going to move along to the advice if you want to stick around for that. Sometimes the advice is just general. Sometimes it's very much about this. Feel free to stick around. I have like the scratchiest throat right now. All right. But again, thank you guys for spending your time with me. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have those available as well. You can find the information in the description box below. I do live readings on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I do readings based off of questions and a little bit of background recorded very much like this for those that can't do the schedule, or if it's a money thing. Those are a little bit cheaper, and they're just based off the amounts based on the number of questions that you book. So, okay, let's see. Advice. For those that need advice, actually, I don't want to start there. I feel like sometimes these are harsher. Let's not start there. Let's start with these. These are my Listen Be cards. I try not to cuss on my channel, but if you know me in real life, it's a bad habit. You'd be surprised I had children. Okay. I don't cuss in front of my children, though. All right. Anyways, listen, B. Your worth is not tied to your productivity. This is a random, I'm kind of not associated with this. But this is a very valuable lesson. So if we have a tendency to feel bad about ourselves or feel guilty when we're resting or not doing, and you only feel good about yourself when you are producing something, like that's a good life lesson to learn. Like, you're not valuable because of the things that you do. You're valuable because of who you are and your heart and what you bring to the table. So like, this is a card of like not being like, when you need rest, and if you're resting, and if you need to like binge watch a show, drop the guilt. Like, if you're going to do it, but then in your head, you're feeling guilty and it's ruminating your head and repeating over and over, you're not actually resting. Give yourself over to it. Be like, you know what? I need this. It's okay. I still have value even if I'm not being productive. It's a really, really big, good lesson to learn. All right. What else for pile 4, please? What else do they need to know? Listen, B, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? So this could be with this person. Like if you're not showing up as your most confident, like powerful self, your own personal 9 of Pentacles, you know, this person might not realize, like if you're not showing up and confident, you know, sometimes people assume things, you know, so it starts with you. We dictate how other people see us and view us, not all the times, but sometimes, but that starts with having self-love for yourself and self-confidence, but believing in yourself. Like you owe it to yourself to see yourself clearly. If you haven't been, if you're down on yourself, if you relate to the sad embrace, if you're stuck in that cycle that I was talking about earlier, like one step is getting out of that is starting on really focusing in on self-love, self-concept, self-worth. You know, look up some self-concept and self-worth and self-love affirmations. As silly as they sound, start saying that. If you can't look in the mirror when you're alone and say, I love you, when you look in your own eyes, you need to start there. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of believing in yourself. You're worthy of all of it. And, you know, sometimes our outside experience is a reflection of our inside. And if you want the outside to change, you have to start with the inside. And it starts by loving yourself and seeing yourself clearly. And I promise you guys that you are so much more beautiful than you give yourself credit for. But the big key to start seeing it is to start seeing yourself. And again, being able to say I love you without feeling like you're being conceited, without feeling like ick, without feeling any of those things. Like if saying that makes you feel all those extra things, use that as shadow work. Why does that make me feel icky? Who told me it was wrong to love myself? Who told me that, oh, you're conceited if you think highly of yourself? Really start picking apart those old patterns that someone else implanted in you, because they're not yours. Because I promise you, as a kid, you loved yourself. At least maybe you might have been really young, depending on your lifestyle. I get that. But it starts there, okay? All right, I need to get off that soapbox. I don't want to start sharing personal stories, but that's another life-changing thing, is truly loving yourself and being able to say, I love myself. I'm a good person. I'm not perfect, but I love myself. And really feeling that and honoring that, it shifts so much. It shifts also what you put up with other people. Okay, so next, advice, pile 4. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So there might be a need to surrender and let go at this time. Possibly let go of this if you can't control, or this is driving you nuts, or this person's instability or inability to show up for you at this time. Maybe just surrender, let it go, and allow it to play out, and just refocus on yourself. Okay. And then let's see. The next card are surrender cards. So it's very much like this message, but what else do we need to surrender? So pile 4. I need surrender at this time. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So this is kind of this is all tying into itself. This is tying into a massive self-worth and healing around self-worth. So as much energy that you've been putting, possibly even just mental energy, into this person or what they're doing, switch that around and focus in on you, you know? If you have, I don't know, I'm going to bring this up, but if you say you have an attachment style issue, I think a lot of us collectively are working through those. I'm not in affiliation with this account, but I did find their videos helpful. I've never talked to this woman or anything. There's an account on YouTube called the Personal Development School, and she talks a lot about attachment styles and the nature of it being a subconscious pattern, and kind of how to rewrite those subconscious patterns. And it starts by recognizing them. For me, I found those a couple, like, I don't remember when I found it, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It really clicked for me. So I don't know, maybe someone needed to hear that today, because I don't ever really point out other channels like that, but I'm very helpful. I mean, I don't know this person. I haven't looked at her stuff in a long time, but I found those videos very helpful. So if you have attachment style issues that you want to work through or understand yourself better, or why you do the things that you do in your subconscious patterns, and instead of beating yourself up for something that you're doing subconsciously and starting to learn how to rewrite that, it starts by awareness. So maybe look into those. But overall, starting with self-love, really truly honoring yourself without the ick, without the guilt, without the whatever, you know, your productivity, you know, believing in yourself, surrendering like the old, letting something new come in, and fully loving yourself is going to be a big changer, since this is coming up for advice for you guys. So, all right, I'm going to end this now. Thank you guys again for spending your time with me. It is truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.